ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Om Mandalam 10, Suktam 27, Rishi, Vasukra, Indra, Devada Indra, Chandastrushtu. This is an interesting Suktam. The first one from sage Vasukra can be considered as an imaginary dialogue between a highly intelligent man, the seer himself, and Indra, the universal manifested self, or Jivatma present in his own heart space. 10.27.1 Asat Sume Jerita. Indra says, O praiser, for which Soma, extracting performer of sacrifice, I give knowledge, that over impetuosity is mine. Moreover, I am a killer of persons, who is a non-giver of oblations, is a perverter of truth, is wicked, and is stingy. Comment. Indra claims that only he has the power to reveal self-knowledge. Here Indra stands for Jivatma present in the heart space of an industrious sacrificer who meditates on Indra. He kills all sinful thoughts lurking in his mind. 27.2 Yadidaham yudhaye. Vasukra says, when I on my own bring together irreligious men who puff up their body for fighting, then I, with impetuosity, make evident you who is strong and mighty, and sprinkle 15 impetuous impellers. When one controls his impious thoughts about material objects by himself, his Jivatma reveals to him the fact that the self only is activating the five sense organs, 5 organs of action and 5 pranas. This is the implied meaning of the rag. 27.3 Naham tam vedaya iti. Who says that I have killed irreligious men in battle? Him I do not know. When violent battle is warded off, then only my mighty one, Jivatma, speaks sincerely. Only when battle for acquiring material wealth is stopped, Jivatma reveals himself, since he is non-matter. Yada jnateshu vrijaneshvasam. 27.4 Indra says, when I dwell in unknown enclosures, then all bountiful institutors of sacrifice sit by the side of me who is present there. Then for security and prosperity I certainly destroy a stingy man who is there, catching him by the foot and wearing him out in the cloud or mountains. When sacrificers meditate on Indra present in his unperceivable abode, then he drives away ignorance from their minds, bringing security and prosperity to them. This is the gist of the rag. Now, Nava umam brujane varayante. 27.5 In the enclosure, none can restrain me. What I think of doing, not even mountains or clouds can stop. By my sound, even men who are short of hearing are afraid. In the same way, the sun rises daily because of fear of me. this ruk and the next two ruks. Together the comment is, these should be comprehensible as they contain known attributes of Indra. Darshanavatra Sritapa Anindran 27.6. I quickly observe here men who are enjoyers of others' cooked food, are disregarders of Indra, are killers with their hands, and are falling on others for injuring them. My arrows quickly advance towards them. Who ridicules me, who is great and a friend of all. (27.7) Abhur Vaukshir Vyu Vasukra says, O Indra, the unborn you sprinkle the earth with water. You are present in diverse bodies of living creatures. With your thunderbolt you cleave asunder the quickly moving enemy cloud as of old and even at present. Even the two, space and earth, cannot enclose him or you, who is very active in the farthest ends of the world, with their cover. Gavo Yavam Prayuta Aryo Akshan 27.8. Indra says, my rays of spiritual light mingling together pervade food grains. Lord of all, I see them moving along with other protectors. Invocations arrive together in the presence of this Lord. In these spiritual light rays, how the great protector of the cell longs for. Indra very much desires for the rays of light which cause production of food grains by plants. He oversees food production along with air, water, earth, etc. All praises attain Indra. Light rays could be of spiritual type too. Sam yat vayam yavasado jananam 27.9. Vasukra says, we know who is inside the grass-eating born beings and also inside of grain-eating beings. This I am inside of everything in or on this vast earth. Here, absorbed in meditation, I desire for the liberator, but a non-concentrated I is connected to desires of wealth. Comment: Jivatma is present in all kinds of living creatures. This I-feeling, ahambhava, is attached to all common men. I-ness or ahambhava in the seer desires Indra, liberator of the soul from the birth-death cycle. Atre dume mamsase satyamuktam 27.10. O Indra, what is said in this suktam of mine, know this to be truth only. I release all those bipeds and quadrupeds which are set free. Who fights against the shower of happiness, me? With the help of women, his riches shall be distributed without fighting. The seer is identifying himself with Indra, the universal Jivatma, who is present in all living creatures as Jivatma. Yasya nakshaduhita jatvasa 27.11. Indra says, whose blind daughter came into being once upon a time? Who knows her? Who longs for that blind one? Of the many who releases thunderbolt towards the enemy cloud? Who bears the enemy? Or who desires to check the enemy? Blind daughter may mean Mother Nature or Prakriti, and releaser of thunderbolt is Indra. Who knows those two properly? That is the question being asked in this book. 27.12. Kiyadhi yosha maryato vadhuyo. Some maiden becomes an auspicious, beautiful bride to a person among the suitors who are desirous of choosing a bride, and she is also much delighted by his admirable, wonderful qualities. Then, staying among her own people only, she acquires a friend. This ruk may be alluding to Prakriti and Purusha, or nature and Indra. Patto jagara pratyanjamati. 27.13. Vasukra says, by the feet-like rays, he gets hold of the soul. He consumes the returning soul. He puts this secure abode in the head with head-like rays. Then, seating himself in his place nearby, he makes an end of his upwards going rays. Directing them downwards, they move towards the earth. Implied meaning of this ruk: lower part of Indra becomes Jivatma of all living creatures. All souls return to Indra when they leave the old bodies. Indra puts the soul in the most prominent place in the abode of Atma. Another part of Indra becomes gross energy of the sun, directed downwards towards the earth. Here, upwards is indicative higher level of abstraction than physical height with respect to earth. 10.27.14. Brihannachayo apalasho arva tasthau. The great shadowless and leafless, not falling sun keeps on running all the time. Mother Prakriti, unfettered, is the womb of the universe as well as its eater. Fondling another mother's child, she builds the universe. The space which came into being, somehow or other, holds the child, namely the sun, like a milch cow, her udder. Mother Prakriti builds the universe, or the solar world, around the sun, who is considered to be manifested form of Indra only. Saptaviraso Adhara. 10.27.15. 7 heroes emerged from the inferior. 8 came from the superior. 9 heroes having bushels of grain came from behind. 10 heroes came into being from the front, enjoying themselves, and they move across the summit of the world. Implied meaning: 7 heroes could be physical or gross. From below, body attached or inferior level, 8 from superior or above implies celestial, say Vasus. 9 heroes with bushels of grain may be referring to human beings on the earth. 10 heroes should mean enlightened souls, the Shakvas. Navagvas could be seekers having bodies made of wood matter, and the Shakvas could be enlightened souls from the 10 directions. They move over or across the 6 manifested worlds to the unmanifested Satyaloka and enjoy bliss of Brahman. Manifested worlds are Bhuvasva Mahajana. See also Suktam 10.61 for alternate interpretation. (27.16) Dashanamekam kapilam samanam. Out of this 10, one who is possessing esteem and is reddish brown or monkey color, or a desirer. Him the Creator impels for traditional sacrifice or intelligence. Mother Earth, pleased with the Creator, holds the offspring having no desire to come out and who is well placed in cavities or stomachs. Out of the 10 heroes mentioned in the previous book, one who may be the seer himself is being inspired to perform sacrifice to the fire, which was already existing inside the earth and is present in the stomach of all living creatures. This is the implied meaning of Ruk 27.16. Pivanam Mesham Apachantavira. 27.17. Heroes bring to perfection the swelling, fleeced like cloud of ignorance. The wheels or carts become scattered everywhere in the space. 2 of the heroes, having strainers, roam about purifying the great bow inside the waters. Implied meaning: intelligent men overcome ignorance which is growing like woolly cloud. Chariots of imaginary shining beings move all around in the sky. The sun and air, who are unreal manifestations, roam about in the sky. They bring out the rainbow among the water-bearing clouds in the atmosphere. Vi Kroshanaso Vishwanja Ayan. 27.18. Those crying for help come from all directions. Of them, one part brings knowledge to perfection. The other part does not cook any food or knowledge. All these resplendent Savita tells me. Agni, who is having ghee and wood pieces as food, procures this for me. Invokers go to Indra praying for all kinds of wealth. Only some of them cook knowledge food. Others cook food for eating, for bodybuilding. This the seer of the Sukta comes to know from the Creator through Agni, since food is stored chemical energy or one form of energy. Apashyam gramam vahamana. 10.27.19. I perceive him who is the causer of the people, who is abiding and moving without wheels by himself with his own inherent power. This Lord, overcoming lustful, unchaste man, appearing quickly, binds himself to the lifetime of born beings. The seer perceives Atmiyasoma, the moving, witnessing self present in all living creatures during the entire lifetime of each. This is the essence of the Rig. 10.27.20. Edau me gavau paramarasya yukrau. O spiritual Soma, please do not drive away these two good spiritual light rays of mine, which are attached to my body, who is associated with death. I reflect upon them again and again. The water streams too attains his cause. Vayu, air, pervading the body, which came into being below the space and the sun, also attains his cause. The two spiritual light rays of Atma confer existence and consciousness on the seer of the Sukta. He meditates on them which are attached to his body. He comes to realize that all basic forms of matter, the space, air, Agni, etc., manifest because of ignorance of Atma. Ayam yo vajra purudha vivrutto. 27.21. This Vajra of Indra uncovers favors variously from the great house of the sun, which implies the space or Atma. There is another glorious Vajra different from this, further away. Untroubled praisers finally attain that. Indra's physical or gross Vajra bestows rainwater on the earth. His spiritual Vajra, light ray of spiritual energy, is attained by untroubled praisers. Vrikshe vrikshe niyata. 27.22. When the rays which are held in the trees disappear, then man-eating birds flies away. He gives proper instructions for a sage who extracts Atmiya Bhavamanasoma essence for Indra. This whole universe is afraid of Indra. Implied meaning, when the connection between the spiritual light rays of Atma and the body, the trunk of the tree, disappears, then the enjoyer I vanishes from the body. Rest of the Rig needs no explanation. Devanam mane prathama atishtan. 27.3. The manifested self Indra stands as the first and foremost in the dwelling of shining beings. Taking possession of these shining beings, secondary ones rise up. Three situated near the water rule the earth. Two bear along land and water. Comment: secondary one are the five forms of basic matter. The space, air and Agni rule over the earth. Earth and air bear land and water respectively. Sate Divaturuta Tasya Vidhi. Last book in this sutta, 10.27.24. O Jivatma, Indra, you are the essence of life. Also, you know such a form present in the concourse of men. Please do not conceal it. The foot or abode of that self-purified one makes visible the sun. It conceals the wealth and does not release it. Comment. Jivatma represents the essence of life who is present in all human beings. May this fact be not concealed from the sacrificers. One part of Indra, the universal manifested self, makes the sun to appear in the space. Atma conceals self-knowledge, wealth, by a layer of ignorance and does not reveal it easily. As the Riks in this Suktam is presented in the symbolic language of the wise Vedic sages, it is to be classified as one of the misconstrued or misunderstood suktas of Rig Veda. We go to the next sukta, Suktam 28. Here the Rishi Indra Snusha Vasukra Patni Indra Vasukra Aindra Cha Devata Indra Aindra Vasukra Chandas Trishtu Vishwo Hyanyo Adirajagama 10.28.1 Vasukra Patni says, all shining beings other than Indra have arrived in this sacrifice. My venerable uncle Indra has not come. When he comes, let him eat fried corn and also drink soma essence. Then, getting well fed, let him go back home again. No comment on this, easily understandable. 28.2 Sa Roruvat Vrishabha. Indra says, I am traveler of happiness having sharp rays of spiritual light. I stand or stay in the body of the earth, making noise in the space above. Whichever soma extractor fills my belly, I protect this one in all deceptions. 28.3 Adrinate Mandina Indra. Vasukra says, O abundantly rich Indra, sacrificers are extracting intoxicating strong Atmiya Bhavamanasoma essence drops by means of clouds, ignorance clouds. May you drink these soma drops which develop eminent shining beings. When invoked with food and nourishments, you consume them. In a knowledge sacrifice, the performers are extracting soma, the flowing essence of Atma, by means of unreal ignorance clouds. Drops of soma go to develop enlightened souls. Rest of the Rik is self-explanatory. Idam sume jaritara chikidhi. 28.4 Indra says, I am ancient. You may know this good effort of mine. Rivers carry floating wood against the stream. A fox stands facing a lion coming towards it. A jackal drives away a wild boar from its hiding place. All such unnatural things can happen at Indra's bidding only. The same idea is continued in the next trick also. Kathata etada ahama chiketam. Kathata etadam ahama chiketam. Vasukra says, O abundantly rich Indra, how can in ignorance I know this thought or story about you who is mighty and wise. All-knowing you may teach us properly all the time. A part of your spiritual glory is yielding peace and tranquility. It can liberate one from miseries. Implied meaning, Indra instructs all his invokers and lead them to peace and prosperity or bliss associated with Brahman. Eva himam tavasam vardhayanti. 28.6. Indra says, in this way all praises make the mighty me grow. So, spiritual light or fire of mine, who is great, is even better than that of the space. I strengthen many thousands of creatures together. Hence, the Creator has made me enemyless. Indra's light is spiritual and it is better than the gross light of the space. That's the gist of the sloka. 28.7. Eva himam tavasam Nurugram. In this way, since the shining beings know me, the mighty me, who is valiant and is bringer of great wealth in every deed, delighting myself, I kill the enemy with Vajra, and for an offerer of oblations, I uncover the great enclosure. Here, seer of the Suktam is identifying himself with Indra. Devasa ayan parashura abhibhan. 28.8. O shining beings, you come holding axes in your hands and destroying the cloud with their boon companions. Enlightened souls come towards me. Then they burn up or dry up the water that is flowing nicely and is placed or held in the cavities of earth, says Indra. Shining beings can be the sun, Agni or lightning. Boon companions are enlightened souls or Maruts. Shining beings heat up the water on the earth to produce water in the vapor form and clouds carrying it in the atmosphere. Air also helps evaporation process. This is the implication of the sloka. We go to the next sloka. (28.9). Shashakshuram pratyancham. Vasukra says, antelope gets hold of a sharp-clawed animal coming towards it. He or I breaks a mountain even from a distance. Even big animals are subdued by weak creatures. Swelling in strength, a calf overcomes a mighty bull. Such things may happen only by Indrajala or Indra's magic. Suparna Itha Nakama Sishaya. 28.10. Indra is thirsting for Soma in the way a hawk binds its nail, or like a lion restrained in a trap, or like a restrained buffalo. For him, the supporter of spiritual light ray, Atmiya Soma, drags out this prosperous Soma essence. An intelligent sage, seer of the Suktam, is extracting Soma, this hymn or essence of Atma, for Indra who is thirsting for it. That is the essence of the Ruk. Next Ruk is 28.11. Tebhyo bodha ayatham. Those knowers or seekers of Brahman who gladden themselves with foods or essences of Soma spiritual drops, for them the supporters of spiritual light ray, Agniya Soma drops, drag out this prosperous Soma essence. Then, shattering the might and body of enemies, they eat what is made over by Indra, consecrating everyone with it. Soma, flowing essence of Atma, is prepared for by enlightened souls. They partake food and drink with Indra. They sprinkle others also with this flowing essence. In these Ruks, Soma could also be Vedic hymns. Ede Shami Bhi Sushami Abhuvan, 28.12, last Ruk of the Sutta. Whoever stimulates their bodies with praises in a Soma sacrifice, they become diligent with good effort. Indra, speaking like a leader of men, apportions all kinds of wealth to us. Hero Indra, well known in the shining space, holds the appellation Atma. Indra is well known as universal Jivatma. This is the conclusion of the Suttam. Next Suttam will take 29. Rishi Vasupra, Aindra, Devda Indra, Srushto Chanda. Vane na vayo nyadhayi. 29.1. O alive Ashwins, what you generate in fear as though in a cloud is that pure Atmiya Soma, and the praise conquers you. By drinking this only, Indra becomes performer of sacrifice, and in many days the best leader of men among leaders of men, and desired by or desirer of men. Comment. The concept of flowing essence of Atma, Soma, is born out of ignorance cloud. It is generated by or with Paramatma Jivatma combined, residing in the heart space of the wise sages. Universal manifested self Indra is activated by this Atmiya Soma only. Prateyasya Ushata Praparasya 29.2. O Indra, in the solemn appearance of the Sirsha, may we be yours, who is the leader of men and among the leaders of men, as well as all other Ushas. A person having threefold Sora brings home 100 followers. You acquire with your thunderbolt whatever chariot is there. Comment. Threefold sorrow means sorrow experienced by the three bodies, grass, sattva and kausal. Indra with his spiritual light bestows existence on the body made of food matter, which is a carrier of the self. Kaste Mada Indra Randyo 29.3. O Indra, which acceleration of yours becomes most gratifying? Valorous Indra may come towards the door of our home and disgrace. When will your bearer, spiritual Soma, come in front of me? When will wisdom attain me by pleasing you? When will wealth with food come near me? 10.29.4 Kadu Dyumnamendra Vavato. O much praised Indra, when will you give us inspiration? By what wisdom you, like a true friend, make us leaders of men like yourself? When will you come to us? By maintaining what? In the physical body made of food will we be intelligent? By maintaining a sense of life in the inert body, a person's mind and intelligence function as brought out in this book. Preraya Suro Aratham Aparam 29.5 O Indra, of powerful nature, illuminating sense objects like the sun, illumining the solar world, you please excite us to reach the ultimate goal. Those ancient leaders of men who satisfy the desires of the supporter of all births, Indra, invite you with praises and food oblations. Ultimate goal is abode of Atma. Matrenute Sumite Indra Purvi 29.6 O Indra, by your majesty and intelligence only you fixed the first 5 basic elements, the space to earth, quickly. Therefore, may these extracted soma drops coming from the ghee-smeared soul of Agni be sweet and tasty for drinking for you. He is most adorable. Indra first causes the appearance of the first 5 basic elements, the space, air, energy, water and earth. For this purpose he makes use of the flowing essence of Atma, Atmiya Soma. Amadho Asma 29.7 Indeed, that Indra who has truth as wealth and is desired by many, by his intelligence and manly deeds coming in the expanse of the earth, grow more and more. The sacrificers pour on Agni the entire large vessel of the sweet spiritual Soma essence for that Indra. Indra, the protector or witnessing Atma, the truth, staying with him in the heart space. Vaishwanara Agni carries spiritual Soma essence from one body to another for Indra. Last book of the Sutta, 10.29.8 Vyanalindra Trutana Svoya. Much powerful Indra rushes to battle with enemies. Our ancient forefathers strive for his friendship. O Indra, when you inspire with friendly good disposition in his battles for gaining knowledge, may you be seated as though sitting in a chariot. With this, we conclude today's session. Viramastavat.